What if we didn't use that? Okay.
We're live. We are live.
Good morning. How are you
Good
folks?
morning this thoughtful Thursday. Happy Thursday to you.
I find so much fascination with the life hacks.
Okay.
You
I got
know,
a life hack yesterday. We're going to share it today.
yes. I got some notes too.
Me too. What do you think about life hacks? Do you have a life hack? Something that has shortened the time for you? Something that makes your task easier?
A tip, a trick
absolutely
that works for you that you're willing to share.
Absolutely. We look forward to Hey, Madam CJ. We'll be right back.
Madam CJ.
Yes, it is. We'll be right back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like.
Good morning. Good morning. Comment, share, subscribe. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and we can't wait for today's topic.
I think it's going to be interesting. Good morning, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. We're talking about life hacks.
And we enjoyed having Dr. Deborah on the show on yesterday.
I heard about it after the show, too.
Absolutely. So did I. We may have to go make her regular. Have a regular segment.
I had at least one person mention to me how much they enjoyed your talk yesterday after the show was over.
Absolutely. So, do you have a life hack? Is there something that you have figured out how to do smarter, more effectively, and it'll take less time, or any of those things, and you want to share them? Today is the day.
Also think about your life hack, because you might have figured out, just like Lisa said, something that makes things work better. But also consider this: is there a particular time of day that you are more productive?
I think that's a life hack.
It is. Is there a time of day that you on, that it works for you? Some people, it's late at night.
Right. And some people, it's early in the morning.
Right.
Because we have started being more international, we have clients all over. I have had to make my day appease those clients. Because normally I want all of my clients in the morning half of the day.
Okay.
So between 10 and 1 is when I want to see all of my clients before I get drained or tired or whatever. But now, because some of my clients are in other countries, I have found one of my hacks is that I schedule the second half of my day as if it is the morning by scheduling a nap. If you get me at 3:00, know that you're getting me after a nap.
I had to do that myself, actually. I had my nap time scheduled because I have on Wednesdays and Thursdays is when I tell my clients I'm willing to take late appointments. Some people, they have to have an appointment late. Well, for me, late is 8.
Exactly. Okay. Now, if I have to take an 8:00 appointment, I'm not taking a 3. I'm not taking a 5:00. I have to have a time to reset.
So what I did was I had to change. I moved, because normally I schedule my nap time at 4:45 is when I normally had it for me. 4:45, because I felt like my evening work deserved the same energy, enthusiasm as my morning work. So I had it set up for 4:45 for about 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. I figured that would be perfect. But lately I've learned I've had to change my nap time, and I moved it up to 2:45 to make it work better for my schedule. So I had to change it. Yep.
So what are some life hacks for you? And they might not necessarily be for work or work related. I got a cool hack yesterday because I was complaining with a friend of mine that I only take a bath. Yeah, I shower every day, but I only take a bath when my housekeeper is coming the next day because I hadn't figured out a way to clean my tub, and I don't like a dirty tub in the house.
Okay, so what happened?
So the life hack, that now don't use the same one from the kitchen, but that scrubby brush from the kitchen that you put the detergent into, but it's long handled, and it's got a scouring pad on it. So fill it with you can even use your dish detergent. You don't have to use your special detergent. But then after you finish your bath, while you're still in the tub, but the water is out, you scrub your tub. You can scrub your ring, and you don't have to stretch and strain and everything like that.
I bought one of those bars to do that with.
Yeah, that bar it still requires bending and carrying on.
It's long enough.
It's long enough, but it's uncomfortable. It made it felt like I was sweeping my tub, and I was working.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Watching this morning, I was so fascinated with these life hacks. Do you know how many different things you could do with your dishwasher? Do you know how many different things you could do with baking soda? Baking soda is like a miracle product.
It's a miracle drug.
It is. You know how many things you could do with WD-40, with Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola can clean almost everything.
Which means you shouldn't use it in your body.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't use it in your
if
body.
If you can take the rust off of your car with that bottle of Coke, then it does not need to be in your body. It's like the best
blood cleaner as well. Coca-Cola. You know how many things you could do with toothpaste? Toothpaste can clean your bathroom. I didn't realize that. And ketchup can get rid of rust. Did you know that? I did not know these things till this morning.
Because of the acidity in the tomatoes. That makes sense.
It makes sense to you, but I didn't know it till today. Okay. But it was so fascinating. And then because I was looking up life hacks for how adults manage their day. And then I looked up life hacks, how to keep your house clean. And it was just so interesting. You ever do that?
Really cool life hack. That has to do with, you can use it in business or in life. And that is, first of all, it's writing down your tasks.
Yes.
Write down your tasks. A to-do list is not just a thing. It's not just a thing. Writing it down. I've had something that I've had to do for 2 days, and it could have been done in already. There's 3 little things that I have to do that I have reminded myself of what I have to do every time, and then don't do it. And you know what I realized? I think it's because it's not on the list.
It's been said before. I can't remember where the quote came from, but when you write the task down, it's half done. Okay, just by writing it down, it's half done. What's up,
Good morning, Crystal Blake. It must be Thursday. Today is Thoughtful Thursday, and we are discussing life hacks.
And as a mom, Crystal, with a teenage son, are there any life hacks or tricks to the trade that helps you get through a day with him?
I got a life hack for when my son was a teenager, and it came from a friend of mine that was an elder. She was much older than me. And I didn't get the hack when she was a teenager, but I finally got it around when he was 20. And that was turn off your phone at whatever time is comfortable with you, 10 o'clock, it doesn't matter, because you need to allow yourself the ability to rest. Now, for me, that was scary because I was like, oh, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if anything happened after that time? And she said, are you a doctor? Are you a policeman? Are you all of these things she named?
Worker?
Right. She named all of these things. She says, well, the issue will either have been resolved by God by the time you find out about it in the morning, or it'll still be there and you will have had a full night's rest to deal with it.
Crystal Blake says lots of prayer with the teenage son is her life hack. Sister Jacqueline says morning. Talking about life hacks, tips and tricks that help you get through your life. One of the more successful business people, Lisa and I have gotten a chance to meet some great business people in our lives.
We met a billionaire.
We met a billionaire. Yes, we have, with a B. Okay.
With a B.
With other millionaires kowtowing to
That's right. We met a billionaire in a room full of millionaires who were acting like hundredaires around a couple of thousandaires.
Willing to kiss us about anything. But because they know, as a millionaire, they knew what a million meant.
Right.
And then because they knew what a million meant, they really knew what billion meant. But
it meant, yes, sir. How can I help you, sir?
Anything I can do.
You good, sir? Do you need anything, sir? What was it? Whose joke was it? Was it I can never remember his name. He just won all of those awards, and you know who it is, the comedian
Kevin Hart?
No, Kevin Hart didn't win any awards.
I don't know.
Juicy Smollett.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. So he said, I don't have enough money to tell my wife to shut up.
Yeah. Shut the F up.
Right.
I can't tell her that.
He said, at most, I have enough money to say, could you please be quiet? He says, maybe, what's the joke? Maybe Jay-Z
has enough money to say to Beyonce, shut the F up. But Beyonce has enough money to say, no, you shut the F up.
That was what that room was like, except there was a lot more respected there.
But I was making a point.
Yes.
One of the more successful business people that we had a chance to meet, he told us him and his wife's life hack is they don't keep their cell phone in their room, their bedroom at night. They put their cell phones in a different room is what they do.
Disengaging.
And they told us that over dinner that he paid for, steak dinner. And the several times that we've been out to eat with him, dinner and lunch, a few lunches, he's never let anybody else pay, not because he has the money, but because he uses every meeting with Lisa and I as a business expense. He kept every receipt, took pictures of every receipt, and he logged every receipt, and he feels like he's getting lunch and dinner for free because of the way he works his taxes.
Life hack.
A life hack, yep. He says, this is going to be free to me. This is my business.
So, and always tips the waitress very well.
And he always tips, yes. He tips incredibly.
So what's your life hack? What's one of your life hacks? Chunking tasks together.
Okay.
Is a
what does
hack.
that mean, Lisa?
Chunking tasks together. So if you've got to do something that requires creativity, and you've got to do a whole bunch of those things, do them together. If you got to do a whole bunch of things that have to use the computer, do those all together.
Oh, I get it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So chunking tasks. One of the other.
Good morning, Miss Melissa Price.
Melissa.
And I know you got some, Melissa. We're talking life hacks. How to get through your life, how to get through your days, tips and tricks.
For Thoughtful Thursday, share your life hacks.
If you have any, I know you do. So
absolutely. Another life hack is do not read your email first thing in the morning and throughout the day.
Why?
So for one, reading your email in the first thing in the morning before you start any of your tasks. A lot of people, back when we had jobs, and even now, sometimes you get your coffee, you sit down in front of your computer, you open it up, you go straight to the emails because you want to see what has come in. Right. But that puts you in a responsive mode, a reactive mode, versus a creative and task-oriented.
I feel you.
Things
but I'm that guy committing that. Oh, our yard man's here, but it's kind of wet though. But anyway,
today is Thursday. I thought you said Friday.
Thursday or Friday is what he told me. But anyway, I check my calendar and my email early.
Now I do. Well, I actually check my calendar the day before because I need to see
overnight too, because people can schedule. We have schedulers; they can go on our schedule without our knowledge and schedule something. So
but not for the very next day.
You can for me. If it's
a
slot open.
No, and not even if it's open. You have to book at least 48 hours in advance.
Okay, that's your system. You have that set up, but I don't. Okay, so if there's a slot open tomorrow, they can take it if they want to. So I check my calendar and then I check my email to see if anyone has responded to my outreach or if anybody needs to tell me anything. And I'm looking specifically for people, not the other stuff.
Right. That's fine. So, but the other thing is to schedule the times when you look at your email, as opposed to every moment that they pop in. I have no notifications for my emails. As a matter of fact, I do tell people that are sending me something that I'm supposedly waiting for. I do tell them, please text me when it's sent, because if it doesn't come in at the times that I'm scheduled to read emails, which is every 4 hours, then I may miss it.
Good morning, Craig. Says, good morning, everyone. Have an amazing, blessed Thursday on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest. Craig Sabb, you have a business where you're outside a lot. You're out and about. You're in your car. Do you have any life hacks? For example, when I was out, I was just like Craig. I was out and about. I was going to homes. I was going to offices. And at the time, and it started way back in the 90s. Way back in the 90s when I was in the car, I was listening to cassette tapes. Then it moved to CDs and then whatever else. Okay. But I was listening to things because on my way to stuff, as a life hack. You're going to be in your car anyway. You can use your car for learning or for candy, protein or candy, so that's what I was doing.
Melissa, we missed you yesterday, and I see that we need, and we prayed when we missed you. We prayed for the daughters. I thought it was Charlotte or Sophie that had a problem. She says, needing some more prayers for my amazing family here. I had a trip to urgent care, and I have a fractured rib. Lots of pain, and I'm having trouble figuring out how to do my daily duties besides the computers. I will take life hack suggestions there. LOL.
She has a fractured rib.
Yeah. How about don't do them?
Because that hurts.
Don't do them. That's a life hack.
Hurt.
Don't do them. What my grandmother used to say was, leave it there, the cat will get it. I am praying for you. And if there's something that you have to do, like you have to have, then reach out to the circle.
You need aspirin for one, for the pain, because it's hard not to move at all. And the ribs is in your core. So anything you do, you involve your core. Getting up from a chair, sitting down from a chair. You're engaging your core. So it's going to hurt all the time. So she needs simple aspirin too.
Well, she went to the emergency room. They may have given her something more than aspirin.
Okay.
Some pain reliever. And I don't think people take aspirin anymore unless they're
That's how old school I am.
Blood pressure.
That's how old school I am. Sister Jacqueline says,
one of my memorable life hacks is when an elderly woman shared with me 35 years ago to make sure to keep major organs of my body lubricated. After studying herbs years later, I learned that the body carries rust and oils keep you rust free. So like the Tin Man, I keep myself lubricated every day. Organic only. I put it in my smoothie.
What? Never heard that the body can rust. As much water as we have in our body?
Water is not oil.
Miss Phyllis is asking, I'm sure she's asking Melissa, did they wrap it? Like her ribs. That's what I suspect anyway, that she's asking Melissa. Getting up and down is terrible. I understand. Driving is terrible. Yes, they gave me some high-dose Tylenol. I can only take it in the evening, though, because it makes me loopy.
That high dose talk, that Tylenol, it does more to make you loopy. It makes you happy.
Lisa was happy. It wasn't just from the Tylenol. You was taking a combination of morphine, Toradol, I think is what they called it.
I don't know.
And the high dose Tylenol. Dr. Deborah says, oh no, please let me know if you need me. She probably does today, Dr. Deborah. She probably does need you today.
Melissa said she ordered herself a rib brace and it helps a lot.
Yes.
Ooh.
That brace will help.
What were you doing that you fractured a rib?
I was almost scared to ask, how did you fracture your rib? Because
do we need to tell Nathan to be more gentle?
Because it could have been anything. But at our age, a sneeze could hurt your
Melissa's
ribs.
not our age. Melissa's nowhere near our age.
That's not our yard, man, because I don't need any of that stuff.
No.
He's their yard, man. Okay, cool.
But anyway, what are your life hacks? Come on, let's get some life hacks in here. Sharing life hacks. They could be for work, for play, for fun, for kids, for anything. Just a life hack.
Man, I saw today, like, if you get like a stain on the carpet, you can clean up a stain, not on a stain on the carpet or anywhere. Stains with mayonnaise. You can clean it up with mayonnaise. You can get rust off with ketchup. I was watching that today. I never even considered ketchup to get rust off of stuff. How do you get a cookie sheet that's all stained and dirty and embedded? Baking soda, vinegar, let it sit 5 minutes and wipe it off.
Everything is sit 5 minutes. 5 minutes is BS.
Why is it BS?
I guess it always takes longer than that.
Oh.
Chef Rev, Grand Rising. He says, gracious Grand Rising. Today is Thoughtful Thursday, and we are exploring life hacks. I'm sure you have some kitchen life hacks.
And also, as a busy person, operating a couple of businesses and maintaining a household, are there any tips you have to make it work? How do you do all these things? A life hack, a tip, a tactic, something that works for you. Did Madam CJ leave us?
I think so. She's at work, so she jumps in right before a meeting yesterday. Melissa says, Miss Phyllis says, tell people something about the Tin Man. We need oil. If we're not moving, you get stiff. Absolutely. Melissa says, well, funny story. I've broken this rib. Oh my God. 3 times before. So it's weak anyway. But I got the stomach bug Charlotte had, and I threw up for 4 hours straight, and my rib popped loudly several times, and then the pain came.
That'll do it.
I tried to handle it for a couple of days and couldn't take it anymore, so I went for x-rays. It's kind of gross, but that's what happened. Oh my God.
That'll do it. Throwing up is a violent act on your body. Okay, your body is rejecting something and evicting it. Okay, so when your body evicts something, it has to get a lot of things involved, like a lot of muscles. They have to spasm to eject it, and it has to eject it up. So it has to do it with some power and force. So that'll do it, Melissa.
There's a life hack from Chef Rev. You can prepare a great grilled cheese sandwich with mayonnaise.
Yeah, but I don't like mayonnaise.
I love it. You don't taste the mayonnaise. You're just using the mayonnaise and replacing the butter as the oil, and it's easier to spread, and it also browns easier. I've never made a grilled cheese sandwich with anything but mayonnaise.
I use butter, margarine, and all that kind of stuff. But also, I'm allergic to eggs. And because Melissa said that, Lisa has seen it happen to me maybe 3 or 4 times. When I eat something inadvertently, almost everything has egg in it or on it, okay? So I can handle a degree of egg. But if I eat something like muffins, homemade muffins, or homemade cake with 6 large eggs in it, my body's going to reject it, and it's going to reject it not nice. One time, every time is violent, okay? But one time we was at our office when we had the co-working space, and I had my son Elijah with us, and we were driving. I was throwing back some pumpkin muffins. I think that's what they were. Throwing them back. They were little, and by the time I got close to the house, we didn't even make it all the way home. My body had decided it had enough in it, and it had to get out. I had to pull over. And it took me a long time for my body to get rid of all that stuff. But the point is, my ribs hurt for about 5 days after that. Okay? About 5 days, I felt it was fractured. I didn't go to the hospital like you did. But for about 5 or 6 days, I'm walking around here, because it hurts. The last time with that elderberry honey thing.
Yes, that elderberry syrup.
That hurt for days.
It's prepared with honey, and we didn't know it. So,
and I'm allergic to that too. So when your body has to evict something, it's going to hurt them ribs. Yes.
Melissa said, I haven't had solid food in 2 days because I'm nervous after being that sick. I've been doing protein shakes and saltines. A grilled cheese sandwich actually sounds like something delicious I can handle.
We all might have to go get us a grilled cheese sandwich.
I bought a grilled cheese mission today. Perfect tip for me, baby. Well,
I might want one too.
I'm going to tell you that yesterday
I make the world's greatest grilled cheese sandwich.
Well, I haven't had bread in about at least maybe even a month, maybe more than a month.
Do you count pretzel as bread?
No.
Okay.
So be quiet.
Tell on you, Lisa.
But anyway, yesterday I had such a craving for bread. It was crazy. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
I'm so happy Dr. Beverly's here too. She goes, good morning, great people. How are you doing today? Shouting out all is awesome and well. Dr. Beverly, do you have any life hacks?
Life hacks.
Any tips or tricks to help you get through? How do you keep your life going well? How do you handle your kids' life hack? How do you keep your house up? Life hack. How do you keep it clean and keep yourself going? How do you do these things? Go ahead.
Well,
you had a craving for something.
I had a craving for bread. Oh my God. There was nothing. The thing about having a craving for something is it causes, well, for me, it causes me to try to eat a whole lot of different things for replacement.
But there's no replacement.
When
you have a real craving for something, nothing else would do. When you crave fried chicken, you're not going to be happy with a peanut butter sandwich. You want the fried chicken.
Melissa said, both want to hear something insane. Both my kids hate grilled cheese. Oh my God.
Who doesn't like grilled cheese? See, I would take my kids hate grilled cheese as a challenge. Oh, really? Well, you don't like this grilled cheese sandwich because I'm going to hook it. I make my grilled cheese sandwich with a couple of cheeses, and I cut up ham into like shavings.
Yeah, it's the sandwich.
And
it's a grilled sandwich.
And I get Rotel tomato bits. I put those in there too. And I'm grilled. Man, it's a grilled cheese sandwich, man.
It's a grilled sandwich.
It's a grilled cheese sandwich with a little ham and a little tomato in it. Stephanie Marsh said, I just ate a half a slice of toast.
She
Hello.
said, just eat a half a slice of toast.
Yeah. And
I would never do that.
Hello, is pretzel bread? Because I said that. Yep. Because we've discovered a snack that we love and Lisa loves.
It's not. Anyway, it's not the same because I don't typically like crunchy bread. I don't like toast. I don't like crunchy bread. I like soft, squishy bread. Like I used to be a Wonder Bread eater. A white Wonder Bread was my bread. Now that I know that it has no nutritional value, I don't eat it. But I digress. I had to have bread. And yesterday I had 2 slices of bread with a slathering of mayonnaise between them and a sprinkling. He's got Nargrass. And a sprinkling of garlic. And I don't know what in the heck did I have to have that for, but I am telling you, it was the best mayonnaise sandwich that I have had in forever. Chef Rev says, add some Italian seasoning, a small amount, Parmesan cheese to the mayonnaise also. Good God from Zion.
Good God from Zion. Man, I knew a deacon that could say that, man. You know how to say that in such a way that you felt it.
Today is Thoughtful Thursday, and we are sharing life hacks. Life hacks.
Michael DeBuff, who wrote the book GMP, Greatest Management Principle, his life hack was to only schedule half of your day.
That's it.
Only schedule half the day. And you'll find yourself just as busy, but you only schedule half a day, and the other half is for the other stuff that comes up during the day.
More other stuff always happens. I'm gonna tell you, more other stuff always happens. Let me see if
the world famous life hack happened in the 20s and the 30s and the 20s to 30s with U.S. Steel. When the largest corporation in the world at the time, they were becoming unproductive. An efficiency expert named Ivy Lee approached the president of the company, Charles Schwab, says, I have a tip to get your company more profitable again, and you could try it out as long as you want before you pay me. Here was the tip. Before you leave work today, write down the 6 most important things that must be done tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, you start working on thing number 1, the single most important thing. Don't do anything else until you're finished with the one most important thing for the day. And then when you do finish that one most important thing, you go to the new next number 1 most important thing. You don't do thing 2, 3, or 4. You do the one most important thing. Even if you only do one of those things on the list of 6, it's okay because you've gotten the one most important thing done. And Charles Schwab did it. He had all of his managers use it too. And about within a year's time, he gave Ivy Lee a check for $1 million. He said it was the single most productive and best idea he had ever heard.
And that actually is another one of the hacks. One of the hacks is one of the hacks that I've read. I read 2. You just knocked the one I wanted to share out of the way. So one is to offer to volunteer to work for someone that you really want to learn from, that you badly want to learn from. The other hack was something that Brian actually stumbled upon, but I saw validated on last night. When he came in from Smoking Cigars, he took my apple and bit it, and he says, oh, I feel this improved my breath. Well, actually, if you need to freshen your breath, chewing an apple is a natural breath freshener.
I could tell right away. I took 3 bites of the apple, and it cleaned my breath. Because I was smoking. I don't even like to go around Lisa if I'm smoky. I don't like to get close to her. So I don't want to ever have her associate cigar breath with her husband. So I don't do that. But she wanted me to taste this particular apple, and I took 3 little bites of it. My whole mouth got clear. Okay. So
because I know how to pick an apple. No, that's not why. I just needed to see that. Melissa said, did you pull a card today, Bob Lisa? Yes, we pulled a card for the 9:30 mark. We did not do a card yesterday, so we'll do it in a couple of minutes, about 2 minutes. We will read them. Melissa said, soft buttered rolls. Yes, I like soft buttered rolls, but they do not like me.
Come on, man. Y'all got some life hacks. Y'all ain't telling. Y'all keeping it to yourselves.
Life hacks, life hacks, life hacks.
Yes.
Anybody have any laundry hacks? Anybody have any?
I got a laundry hack.
What's your laundry hack?
I do the laundry and then I dump it out on the bed.
On my side of the bed.
and what I have is actually a magical bed sheet. Because if I dump the laundry out in a certain way on the bed and then go downstairs for a while, when I come back, all those clothes will be neatly folded and separated. It's magic.
You got a magic bed?
Yep, just like you have a magic nightstand. Lisa's magic nightstand, y'all. She can just throw her cell phone or her tablet there, and as if by magic, it'll be plugged up on a charger and placed over there neatly.
And I know that you do it, and I'm so thankful for it. And it's what's even more ridiculous is that, and I have to admit this, and I'm admitting it live, that sometimes I take it for granted because I have actually put my phone on the nightstand and know that it needs to be plugged in. And instead of sitting back up and plugging it in, I'll say, I don't have to worry about it. Brian will get it anyway.
That's the point, see? And you do that because I plug it up because I don't want her the next day to have a dead phone or a dead tablet. That's what's more pervasive. Okay, I could go through this plugging up us, and then not only do I have to plug it up because we get notifications on our phones, and so do you.
It all
so I turn all the volumes all the way down so that you don't hear nothing. So I gotta go into her phone, make sure because I want her. When she goes to sleep, I want her to turn all her noises off.
Stephanie said, Lisa is the magician.
That's right. She'll fold the clothes.
I do. Last night I did it. I did.
There was too many. I didn't want her to fold by herself last night.
I did not enjoy it.
I didn't want you to.
But Jacqueline says, Lisa, we crave bread when the body needs more carbs. You should not want to eat so much bread. Should you not want to eat so much bread, eat more carb foods. That's the problem. I don't eat any carb foods.
But she said when the body needs carbs. Sister Jacqueline, that is so different than what the so-called experts are talking about for the last few years. There's like low carbs or no carbs, low carbs. Okay, but she just said the body craving carbs as if carbs are not 100% bad. If you listen to these experts today, they make me think, well, carbs are horrible. All carbs are horrible, but you're alluding to carbs not all being horrible, such as carrots, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, and plantains.
I have sweet potatoes that I will eat. I'll eat a half a sweet potato. And I did not eat that yesterday, even though I know I was craving carbs because in my mind, when I'm craving carbs, I want a good carb. I want a good old, big old hunk of white bread with mayonnaise on it. That's the carb I want.
Really?
Yes. And
bread and mayonnaise?
If I had a tomato, I'll put it on there with it.
Okay, Lisa.
But anyway, I had already baked a sweet potato. I pre-baked it because, it takes a little bit longer to wait for a sweet potato. And I put it in the refrigerator. And I could have, and I should have, honestly, just eaten half of that freaking sweet potato.
When
but
you
it would not have
I'm going to go talk to my guy.
As happy as a daggone that bread made me. I could live off of the memory of that bread. Oh, my God. It was fantastic. If you could give me a piece of bread that doesn't have any carbs in it that I can eat, I am just, oh my goodness. I would love you. I would love it forever. But anyway, I have not. I do not. So that's right, Craig. Craig says, hey, that's a good life hack, Lisa. LOL. Yeah, I know. My life hack is that sometimes I do take my husband for granted, which I try not to do all the time. Dr. Beverly says, life hacks. When I feel all is moving wrong, I turn into Brooklyn Beverly and start talking it to myself. Listen to music that makes me dance and think, put on my best makeup face and take time to drive to the beach, put my feet in the wet sand and play in the water and scream. Business hack. Twerk small stuff, alphabetize what I'm doing, personal hacks, turn the shower gels upside down for easy access, Decision hacks, I still flip a coin. I like all those hacks. I think that they're all good. Absolutely. Dr. Beverly, Jacqueline, she says, hair hack. Condition your hair before you shampoo it. It was how I did my client's hair for years. What happened?
I want to make sure that he put the weed killer down. So I wouldn't talk to him.
Okay.
We got weeds too. We're probably the only yard with weeds in it right now.
So I want to go ahead and do the card before we run out of too much time. But that doesn't mean you got to stop posting your life hacks. We want to hear about your life hacks. I appreciate all of those life hacks, Dr. Beverly. Those were all great. And Jacqueline, those were all great. Thank you guys for all of your life hacks so far. It is good. I'm going to read today's card. Today's card is looking forward. And this segment is inspired by Craig Sabb. And I'm going to say that every time and forever.
Why?
Because I feel like it.
Go ahead.
That was a life hack, to be passive. Looking forward. From your now moment, softly turn your inner gaze to what lies ahead. Imagine a future for yourself that is filled with joy, beauty, and wonder. Ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen? And I thought that this was a great life hack. I'll read it again. Craig says, Lisa, hey, Lisa, can we add a card? That's funny. From your now moment, softly turn your inner gaze to what lies ahead. Imagine a future for yourself that is filled with joy, beauty, and wonder. Ask yourself, what's the best thing that can happen? Apply that life hack to your life. Apply it to your thoughts. Apply it to your now. Apply it to your moment. Amen. What is the best thing that can
It's
happen?
a great freaking question to ask yourself, because it's natural to ask ourselves what can go wrong or what's going to be bad about this. And our imagination goes there so freely. So freely we imagine
the worst,
the opposite of what you want to have happen, or the worst thing. We can imagine that easily, but it changes easily too. By just asking yourself the right question. What's the best thing that can happen here? Or what do I want to see happen in this situation? That's a great way to handle that. I'm not sure, but I suspect Dr. Beverly was misquoting here. She said when a business hack is to twerk small stuff.
That's good.
What do you mean twerk small stuff?
Forget the small stuff.
Oh, well, you can't forget it, okay? The quote is don't sweat the small stuff, which meaning don't worry about the small stuff. And then the second part of the quote is it's all small stuff.
Right.
Don't worry, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
Twerk it all. Twerk it all. Jacqueline says, Lisa, it's all about balance. Yes, the body needs carbs. Other carbs are black eyed peas. Don't like them. Pumpkin, not crazy about it.
Black eyed
corn,
peas.
Love corn, but I thought that it has no nutritional value. Like all food cravings, it's not so much about the food, it's about the nutrients in it. I can eat corn right out of the cob. It doesn't have to be
out of the cob. Dr. Beverly says I do that with the conditioner. I use it first. I thought I was weird. Needless to say, I buy more conditioner than shampoo. That seems crazy. Not crazy, but off to me. But I guess they know what they're talking about. Melissa Price says, "Wow, I love this car. What is the best thing that can happen?" Amen. And Dr. Deborah says, that is a great car for today. I'm looking, where is it? I'm looking for some hacks. Yes.
Amen. Crystal says, life hack, treat others how you want to be treated.
Let me introduce to you the platinum rule.
Love it.
Okay. The golden rule is right. Completely right. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Treat other people the way you want to be treated, okay? The way you would want them to treat you. That's the golden rule. I discovered a thing invented by Dr. Alessandro something, okay? And he calls it the platinum rule. The platinum rule is to treat others the way they want to be treated. For example, if you're talking to someone that you know wants to get right down to the point every time, he's not a pleasantries person. He wants to get to the point. If you know that about a person, treat them the way that you know they want to be treated. Let's go right to the point. But if you know other people who don't want to talk business until they've warmed up to the scene that you're in, take your time. Treat others the way they want to be treated. If you know your mate needs to be affirmed, if you know that about them. I was watching a thing yesterday about Dominique Wilkins. His wife was saying, and his coaches were saying, he has a tremendous need to be liked and adored, and he wants to be reminded of it. People who want to be liked so much need to be reminded that you like them. And his wife knows that, and his coaches knew that about him. That's the way he wanted to be treated. That's the platinum rule. That's the difference.
And I think it makes a difference. And it also helps your it helps your interaction with them. But one of our friends a long time ago realized that Brian, not so much with the long phone calls.
I don't do that.
Not so much. Now, I, on the other hand, like a long phone call, particularly with my man, if we're not in the same physical space, and particularly with someone that I want to have a long phone call with.
I think I got that place, honestly, okay? Because phone is work for me for so much of my life. I was on the phone for work. I don't want to be on the phone long.
That moment that you said to me, we've been on the phone for 16 minutes.
Which was incredible. Which was incredible to me.
Lost your wife.
That was probably our first or second phone conversation together.
No, it wasn't.
It was very, very early.
It was before we were officially dating, but
it was like in the first couple of days or weeks.
No. Those phone calls were
anyway, I was on the phone with Lisa, and I realized my phone has a timer, your phone has a timer, your phone has a timer. Bruh. I realized that we had been on the phone for 16 minutes.
And he said it out of his mouth.
Which meant that was a long time to be on the phone with somebody.
Which meant, you was almost solo.
That meant you was lucky and honored.
That I was lucky and honored. Woo, Jesus.
To be on the phone with me for 16 minutes. So I said, and it shouldn't have been a big deal. I said, wow, baby, do you realize we've been on the phone? I didn't even call her baby like that then. I said, wow, do you realize we've been on the phone for 16 minutes? I thought you would have said, that was nice. I didn't even realize how long we've been on the phone.
Oh, Lord Jesus. That is not what I did.
You could have responded that way.
I responded, what? In my mind, I was finished.
Whatever. You wasn't finished.
Anyway.
And you didn't get to decide that by yourself.
Oh,
that's the other thing, too. In a relationship, one person doesn't get to decide conversation's over or this is finished until we both agree it's over and finished.
Honey, Dr. Beverly is clarifying. She says, many of my small items on my desk seems to be bigger than they are. I chop them up. I tweak them, chop them up, shake them up into smaller things so that I can get them done and not procrastinate about doing small stuff.
Amen. Got you, my sister. That's an easy thing for us to do. Stephanie, she wants Lisa to take a picture of the card and send it to her.
Absolutely.
No problem. That's an easy thing to do.
I will send it to you.
Life hack, Dr. Deborah Dunstan. Get where you want to be early. That's right. If you save stress times during the first part of the event. Amen. I've been proud to say this. I've had lots of jobs, but I never had a job longer than 6 months where I wasn't in management of some capacity. Why? Because Brother Brian's life hack was I always showed up 30 minutes early to work on everything. Okay, that probably was a holdover from the military, but I show up 30 minutes early, and because I always showed up early for work, I was never, ever late for work, and I showed up early enough to have a chance to get my coffee and chill. Have my coffee and chill, talk to the president of the company and all that.
We check the phone. We can't read it out loud.
But that's a good life hack, and actually that works so well. Even if it's not 4 a.m., it could be 5:30 a.m. That works wonderfly well. Mr. George Allen,
AKA, it was texted for a reason.
No, he texted to give us the ability to decide if we want to talk about that or not. His text was to have sex at 4 a.m. and then go back to sleep. And then when you finally do wake up, you'll feel like you slept for 12 hours. That's a good life hack for married folks. Bruh. By the way, ladies, if you don't know how to salute, okay? If you don't know how to salute. Because
ladies, there's men that don't know how to salute.
And men that don't know how to salute either. First off, you need to know this about salute. I just caught myself. I was saluting Mr. George Allen, but it irks my spirit, and it irks every military person and every ex-military person when people call themselves congratulations and salute with their left hand. Left-handing salutes are an insult. They're insulting you when you salute with your left hand, and so many people don't know that, so they just do it, in left-hand insults, or insulting when you're showcasing the palm of saluting when you're showcasing the palm of your hand. That's opposite of what it's to be, and that's not right. So don't do that. It's like this, okay? To your brow, and if you're wearing your hat, it's to the brim of your hat, but to the brow or the brim of your hat. Okay,
Chef Rev, you gonna learn, because I know that's true. I know that's true. He says your husband can't keep what
I share. What I think is share worthy,
honey.
That was share worthy.
Amen.
I share what I believe is share worthy.
You share anything.
And I get to decide. Sister Jacqueline says, sweet hack for smoothies. I use organic fruit jams to sweeten my smoothie when honey and organic sugars are all used up. That's a pretty cool hack. Use organic fruit jams to sweeten your smoothie.
Today is Thoughtful Thursday, and we have been discussing life hacks.
Now it's time for us to go do our greeting songs and greeting logos. We're not going to do like we did yesterday. Had to do it all in a minute. Let's scroll to the top, baby. For those of you who don't know, this show is called Let's Talk About It. We've been doing the show since October of 2016, Monday through Friday. That's right. Almost 6 years now. And some people have been rocking with us for years. Some people are consistent contributors. But those who have earned themselves greeting songs and greeting logos, I know she's not here right now, but Carolyn Jones has been around long enough to earn herself a greeting song.
It's Madam CJ. She's walking in her destiny.
The only one for me is Madam CJ. Yesterday, Lisa and I, on Wednesdays, we host
V-Team.
Virtual Networking V-Team. And early in the meeting yesterday, I got an itch on my nose, and I kept scratching it. And I scratch it, and the itch go away. Then it kept coming back, and I kept scratching it again. And I found myself just now scratching on the camera. But when I looked at the thing, I was like, man, why am I scratching my nose so much? I don't know. But anyway, Dr. Deborah Dunstan has a jam as well. Come on.
I'm trying to get it. Dr. Deborah, nonprofit strategist and funding coach.
Scroll. We gotta go, baby.
I apologize.
Miss Phyllis has a greeting logo. It goes, Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Crystal, is there a genre of music that you particularly like, or a song? Tell us one of your jams that makes you feel like Crystal Blake, and then we'll find your jam. Please send it to us in a message.
Absolutely. And Jacqueline Rosier has
a logo, according to Jacqueline.
And her song is Jacqueline Rosier, pretty little girl that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you are mine.
Melissa Price has a jam as well. Bam, 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 bam. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price. How you doing?
Craig.
Craig has a jam as well. Craig said, 1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees and you'll be burning, begging, please. Brother Freeze. Come on, Craig. How you doing, sir? Mr. George Allen, a.k.a. Chef Rev, he has a jam as well. And it goes, why must I eat like that? Why not hire Chef Rev?
It was the good food in me.
Not. Our friend Stephanie Morris has a beautiful song.
Stephanie, life has new meaning to me.
There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of.
Wake up and Stephanie,
you're in love.
Ooh.
Dr. Beverly has a powerful logo, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Come on, man. That's an announcement. Dr. Beverly's on the show, y'all. Miss Glenda Tate has a song.
Glenda's riding on the freeway. It baked up in her pink Cadillac.
Come on.
Hey,
Good morning, Miss Glenda Tate. How you doing? Did we do Miss? Yeah, we did Miss Phyllis.
I think that we got everyone.
Okay. Scroll to the end. I'm
trying to, but you have me in an awkward position. That's what he said. You thought it. I had to say it.
Lisa made it funny, y'all. That's what she said. And if you really, actually those kind of corny jokes, if someone says, you put me in an awkward position, that's what she said. Those kind of corny sexual innuendo jokes, those jokes become funnier and they become more frequent in direct proportion to how horny you are at the time.
No.
Yes. So like if you're going without for a few days or a week or two, a month or a year, okay, anything that's close to sexual innuendo is going to be funny.
I guess hence the reason for dad jokes.
Yes. And all dad jokes are not sexual innuendo.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But we enjoyed today with Thoughtful Thursday. We hope that you got a hack or two that you could apply to your life. Maybe it's a grilled cheese hack. Maybe it's a life hack to add more oil to your diet. Maybe it's a hair hack to condition your hair before you wash it. Whatever the hack might be, if you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments even after the show.
And if you don't know what dad jokes are, look up dad jokes on YouTube. You'll find some fun. Hey, Lisa, how come the bicycle couldn't stand up? Because it was too tired.
I can't. Crystal says she likes Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly.
Okay, good.
That is the only version worth quoting because I'm sorry, Beyonce tried, but she should have left it alone.
Yeah, some songs you need to leave alone.
Left it alone.
Leave all Frankie Beverly stuff alone.
Leave them.
Leave Luther Vandross stuff alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave Patti LaBelle stuff alone.
Leave them alone.
You can't top it. You can't equal it. There's certain
Leave
artists.
them alone.
Anybody who tries to sing a house is not a home, and if it's not karaoke, leave that crap alone, man.
Leave it alone. If you are not Whitney Houston, you cannot Chaka Khan a song, honey.
Oh my God.
Just
Whitney did
alone.
a good job of I'm Every Woman. Okay?
She did a better job than Chaka. She did such a great job. She actually had Chaka in the video.
Yeah, she did. And Chaka enjoyed it.
And
very
we
much.
all pretty much know that it is Chaka's song, but I don't know Chaka's version.
I do. Okay, and I like Chaka's version. But anyway, that's a good point, Lisa. Certain stuff you need to leave alone.
Leave it alone. So Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly, we've got to get
Crystal Blake out of that.
Crystal Blake out
We're
of
gonna
that
get
song.
it. Thank you, Crystal, for the suggestion. Before I like the song. You make me happy.
I just like yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Stephanie said the same thing. That's right. Don't touch Patty's song, honey. Just leave it alone.
Leave alone.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. We are being accosted by
Alexa, stop.
By our smart speaker. She wants to get a word in, I guess. But we're excited that you enjoyed yourself today. I certainly did. And we'll see you on tomorrow for Shout It Out Friday.
Jacqueline says, leave it alone.
Amen.
Amen.
Please go. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for Friday, Shout It Out Friday. And we will be ready for your businesses, your celebrations, and to support you. Dr. Beverly says we're going to have to go karaoke because I can hit that window.
Really?
I'm every woman. It's all in me. All right, go ahead. It's all in me.
Really?
Amen.
All right, y'all have a beautiful day.
And don't forget to have sex.
Peace.